Qualification for the 2022 Chess.com Speed Chess Championship took place. GM David Paravyan won after defeating GM Tuan Minh in a spectacular final that was decided by an Armageddon tiebreaker. The Swiss tournament was won by Minh with an overwhelming 11 out of 14 score. Among a field of 142 titled players, Minh was only defeated by an inspired Paravyan, who secured his place in the Speed Chess Championship round of 16. On Saturday, November 12th, the second qualifier will begin at 9 a.m. PT 1900 hours say. Astonishing play by newly minted GM Lei, who sprinted out to an 8 out of 8 start and retained his advantage to win the Swiss tournament by a full point, was the highlight of Thursday. Lei's streak featured 2 victories with the black pieces over top GMs Jan-Krzysztof Duda and Daniel Dubov, making it even more amazing. GM Alexei Sarana had a strong day on Thursday and finished in second position on 10/14. In round 9, he dealt the leader his lone loss of the day. In a flurry of battling chess, Sarana took a significantly different path to qualification than his peers, drawing just 2 games in 14 rounds. The top 8 qualifying spots were filled out by well-known names, including GMs Denis Lazovic, Jose Martinez, Dubov, Rauf Mamedov, and Paravyan. In order to go through Duda, GM Maxim Chigiev had to finish 8th. He was the only player with a Chess.com Blitz rating under 3,000 to do so. Chigiev's 2972 rating placed him 56th on Chess.com's Blitz leaderboards, demonstrating the strength of this qualifier, while many players with ratings of 3,000 or higher missed out on a top 8 finish. At 3 time controls, the knockout round of the Speed Chess Championship qualifier was played, and it had a special format with 2 games of 5+1, 4 games of 3+1, and 8 games of 1+1. Each game was decided by which player obtained a score of 7.5 first. On Thursday, Lei picked up where he left off and ruthlessly dispatched each of his rivals to advance to the championship match. Lei played with assurance and had little issue defeating Chigiev in an 8-4 rout. After obtaining his GM requirements in American tournaments in July and August, Lei dispatched Dubov with a score of 7.5 to 3.5 in their quarterfinal matchup, and Mamedov appeared to be a more challenging foe for him. However, Lei easily defeated Mamedov 8-5. On the other side of the draw, Paravyan and Sarana advanced after winning closely contested matches against Martinez and Lazovic, respectively. Paravyan surged out to a 3-0 lead in their semifinal matchup against one another, while Sarana battled, living off his increment, in the words of commentator Canty. For Sarana, a comeback in the bullet part was inevitable. However, the deficit proved to be too great, and Paravyan won with a final score of 7.5 to 3.5. After a few wild incidents occurred. Despite the disappointing semifinal score, Sarana can take solace in some of the tactical brilliances he executed throughout the event, including a vicious queen sacrifice against Paravyan. Len Paravyan's championship matchup was always going to be close, but it couldn't have been any closer. After 6 games, the score was equal at 3-3, and Lei appeared poised to win the match, after Paravyan made a terrible queen mistake. Miraculously, Paravyan bounced back and cheated the game, reversing the tide in his favor. Lei and Paravyan both spent a significant portion of the match twirling their hair, occasionally in unison, which sparked discussion among viewers and commentators about nervous habits. Although it is unknown whether the so-called double twirl improves chess skills, given that 2 hair twirlers advanced to Friday's final, it would be worthwhile for aspiring GMs to give it a shot. Despite their nerves, the players were unable to be separated after 14 games, and had to be separated at 7-7 using an Armageddon tiebreaker. During the middle game, any outcome was feasible, but Paravyan eventually defeated Minh and brought the qualifier to a touching conclusion. Lei receives $1,000 for his work, while Paravyan receives $1,000 and a place in the championship match. The main event of the 2022 Speed Chess Championships will start on November 21st and end on December 16th. Top speed chess players will compete in a 16-player knockout tournament over 3 different time controls in an effort to win a piece of the $100,000 prize pool. as well as the most prestigious title in online chess. The battle to crown the 2022 Speed Chess Champion will feature players like GM's Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, Ian Nepomniachtchi, Ding Liren, Nadirbek Abdusattorov, and many others. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily chess news.